Kitty. Yep. Okay.
Hey, I think I heard Wellington, maybe Wellington, Canada, Ontario, Canada, maybe. You're chopping in and out. When you're in there, you're in there, but you're chopping in and out. I didn't get your call sign. Try it again once. Maybe we can get you. You go ahead again.
I heard that.
Yeah, I think it was in a Whiskey 8 Hotel Foxtrot Mobile, Steve in Wellington, Ohio. Wellington, Ohio, south of Oberlin. Hey, hi, Steve. Got you real good that time. Whiskey 8 Hotel Foxtrot Mobile, Wellington, Ohio. All right, south of Oberlin. Got you good there, Steve. Yeah, a couple times. We were there in the beginning there, just popped in and out of the repeater a little bit, but we got you good that second time. Got you checked in, thank you. Anybody else?
I did all this stuff a little bit ago, but I'm retarded, so doing it
I
again.
wanted to talk just real quickly about the simulated emergency test exercise that took place officially this past Saturday. Hopefully you all got to get involved, maybe in some way, shape, or form with your own local areas group. I just thought I'd report just a little bit about what we did here in Seneca County. Dan, KCTDU is our emergency coordinator, put together a nice program and net for us, a local net here in Seneca County. We actually ran it in a simplex, on a simplex frequency.
Kitty cat. Radio Kitty.
It's been really good. We had a great time. Got lots of practice. Just to give you an idea here, just run down some of the numbers here in our report. Now, this is just for our simplex net. There was other traffic and other activities that went on with some of the other guys and some of the other HFs and some of the other modes. But we handled 14 messages, 14 different messages on our local simplex net. We had 13 stations participating. We thought that was pretty good. 13 different stations participated. Of those 13, 5 of them were on emergency power, either generator or battery. We had 3 new licensed cams. That would be anybody licensed 2018 or recent. So we had 3 new guys out of the 13 that did check in. Just one net control station. And let's see, what was really cool is we had 6 different stations that were acting or performing NTS liaison activities. So that was really good. So we did really well. Again, there's more to our report that's done on a little lighter basis. But I thought I'd share that with you guys here this morning. And again, if you did get a chance to participate in the set this year, make a note to do that next year. It's good practice, and it's actually a lot of fun. I always like to take a look at what Tom, our Ohio section manager, some of the things he's been up to, or what some of the things he's mentioned. And so this is right out of the Ohio section news, just the latest edition here. So Tom says he wants to encourage our Ohio section club to offer your membership activities and programs that are both fun and will get your members on the air. One of the things that Tom says he hears is stumbling block activities is that it's hard to pick a time that there's not a contest going on or some other activity that we feel would be either interference or interfered with. But so what? I think it's really a testament to our hobby when there are so many activities going on that your members have to choose which one they want to participate in. So remember, not everyone wants to work in the contest. You may have some members who would rather be melting solder or building something. Tom goes on to say not every activity has to engage all of your membership. Camry, there's really a whole bunch of hobbies within a hobby. So give them choices and they will come. And not every activity needs to be a big one. If you got a project that is well done, but only draws 4 or 5 people, so what? You've given them something that is meaningful to I guess what I really mean to say is, what this talks about is another way that RF signals are used, not so much for communicating by voice like we mainly do, but used in telemetry, gathering data. But in this case, data that was vital during Hurricane Ian. So a pair of microwave radiometers that collected data on the storm as they passed over the Caribbean Sea above the International Space Station. Or excuse me, this was aboard the International Space Station. That's a space station again. Those guys are involved in everything. So two recently launched instruments that were designed and built at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California were built to provide forecasters data on water over the open ocean captured. They captured images of Hurricane Ian on Tuesday, September 27th. As the storm approached Cuba on its way northward to the U.S. mainland. Now they got some funky names here, but basically the one is called the Compact Ocean Wind Vector Radiometer. It's a mouthful. I'm going to call it POW-VR. And the other one's called the Temporal Experiment for Storm Centrifugal Systems. I'll call that TEMPEST. And so POW-VR and TEMPEST observe the planet's atmosphere and surface from above, or excuse me, I keep saying above, from aboard the International Space Station, which passed in low Earth orbit over the Caribbean Sea at about 12:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Kind of cool. Ian made landfall in Cuba's Pinar del Rio province at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's according to the National Hurricane Center. At that time, it was a Cat 3 hurricane with estimated wind speeds of 125 miles per hour. So they captured an image that combined microwave emissions, their measurements from both the POW-VR and the TEMPEST. White sections indicate the presence of clouds, green portions indicate rain, yellow, red, and black indicate where air and water vapor were moving most swiftly. And it says Ian Center is seen just off of the southern coast, and the storm is covering the island with rain and wind. So basically, this microwave generated image or images is done via these devices, and they're not very big, on board the International Space Station. So they send the data back to Earth in a direct stream via NASA's Tracking and Data Relay satellite constellation. The data were processed at JPL and made available to forecasters less than 2 hours after collection. Oh, about the size of a mini refrigerator. So if you can picture a little mini refrigerator, the POW-VR measures natural microwave emissions over the ocean. Now, that's interesting. Those are natural microwave emissions. The magnitude of these emissions increases with the amount of rain in the atmosphere, and the strongest rain produces the strongest microwave emissions. And TEMPEST, that's the other one, comparable in size to a cereal box, tracks microwaves at a much shorter wavelength, allowing it to see ice particles within the hurricane's cloudy regions that are thrust into the upper atmosphere by the storm. Great about these, they've got all kinds of measuring devices right now. So what's cool about this is both microwave radiometers were conceived to demonstrate that Let me ID here. This is WB8REI. This is the North Central Ohio Information and Traffic Net. Are there any other stations that would like to check in with or without traffic call out?
Calling Jeff, Jim, and I keep you on.
Sure. November 8th, Whiskey Juliet 2 on 8WJZ. No traffic for that. Thanks, Jim. Give me a second, Jim. Just want to make sure when the numbers with you. There's another station checking in. That station checking in. Call again. I just didn't catch your call sign. This is NHWJ, that November 8th, with Juliet 2 in Lake County. No traffic, and I'll be clear. Thank you. Fine business, NHWJZ in Lake County. Great signal. Thanks for jumping in here this morning. Good to have you on the list here. Really appreciate you taking the time to check in. Good signal. Okay, NHQQY. Jim, go ahead.
29 minutes, 2 seconds. It's ready to go. Watching it on NASA Live TV, on big screen TV. And they show pictures of the astronauts in the capsule strapped in, ready to go.
Less than 29 minutes to launch for the new, I guess, the new crew going up to the International Space Station. I'll take a look at that, Jim. Did they say how many of the new crew are hands, if any, and how many are on the new crew? I don't know if they swapped the whole crew out or just a few of them. Back to you.
They haven't mentioned whether or not they're hands or not, but I can see 4 of them strapped in when they show the picture of them. They're strapped in, ready to go. And CTO, they got to check in from Lake County and see what receiver he's using. Get information on there.
Okay, 4 astronauts sounds like they're swapping out this time. Go ahead and take a look at that and see if any of them are hands. NAWJZ in Lake County, still with us? Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. This is NAWJZ. The name here is Dan, Delta November. Go ahead. Thanks, Dan. Hey, had a question for you. That me and Jim, NAQQI, we were just curious. Do you know what repeater you're actually coming in on? Go ahead. Yeah, that's the 9875. I think that's Lyria on the west side. I'm shooting across the lake there. I guess over South forming there. NAWJZ. Go ahead, Jeff. Yeah, okay, real fine, Dan. The Ilaria 9875 repeater. Yeah, you sound really good. You're coming in great this morning. Jim was curious. We were just wondering that there was another ham up in that area. We were kind of trying to determine what would kind of be the best repeater for him to attempt to use. And that Ilaria machine sounds like it might be the good one. Thanks, Dan. NAQQ, Jim, did you want to ask, if you wanted to ask Dan anything else, just go direct with it.
Just asked him what's his thoughts of Andre telling Peter off just making that repeater, being able to check into this net.
Yeah, NWJZ returning. That could be possible. I don't know if he's more south of me, toward the Geauga County area. That might be a little issue for, because I'm using the lake enhancement, so that might be an issue there. Jim, go ahead.
Okay, I just wondered if he had a station there at the TV station. He had a 2-meter 440 rigger in there. He would probably be able to make it if he was in there at that time in the morning.
Okay, I did not know he had a station at the County facility there. Yeah, I would see, I wouldn't have no problem. I would think we'd have almost line of sight over to that location on the west side there. Go ahead, Jim.
I'll try some more. I've been trying to get a hold of the answer the phone there at Channel Station. Supposed to take information in if you get emergency information or anything, but they don't ever answer, so I ain't been able to get a hold of them. Thinking about sending them a QSO card, but I know what I'm trying to do. It'd be nice to have him at chicken in the net.
There. A little more, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, that would be really nice. That'd be really great. So, anyway, I'll give it back to where it's just there. I think that'd be good. Okay, thanks, Jim and AQQI. Thank you, Dan, NAWJZ. And yeah, geez, wow, it'd be nice to have a meteorologist on the net here with us on Wednesday morning, so I can keep working on that. Thanks for the updates and the information, Dan. That might be helpful there. Who knows, maybe we'll have Andre from Channel 8 checking in for one of these days. That'd be awesome. And Jim, anything else?
No, not really. He's big into astronomy, so I do a little information that way once in a while. Thank you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Keep working on that, Jim. If there's a way we can get Andre to check in here with us, that would be great. And again, thank you, Dan, for your input there, too. This is WBAREI, the North Central Ohio Information Traffic Net. Before we continue, are there any other stations that would like a signal report, anyone else with or without traffic call out? All right, let's keep going here. We got a few more things to get in here before it gets too crazy late. I'd like to talk about the AWRS Foundation Club Grant Program. We've talked about it before, but it's really amazing. So I'm going to mention it here again, and then mention a specific group that put one of the grants to actually into work, and tell you a little bit about that. Might give you some ideas for your own local radio club. All right, so the AWRL Foundation Club Grant Program actually opened a second grant proposal period, which began on September 7th of this year, and it runs until November 4th of this year at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so there's still time if anybody's interested. Now, radio clubs can apply now, and information about the program can be found on the AWRL website at www.awrl.org/club-grant-program. Now, following the first proposal period that ran earlier this year, 128 clubs applied for grants.
No, I can't have
Grants
that
with a
out there.
variety of outstanding projects. Emphasis is placed on projects that have a component of community involvement, training, new ham development, and club revitalization. 24 clubs were chosen, and nearly $270,000 was awarded. WBAREI for identification. Just continuing here on the club grant application. Clubs that applied in the first round and did not receive a grant, they were urged to reapply. The AWRL Foundation will award an additional $230,000 in grants at the end of the second application round. An informational webinar was held on September 7th, and a recording of that event can be seen on the AWRL's YouTube channel. So we'll check that out if you're interested in one of these grants. Now, here's some information on a particular radio organization that won one of the grants. So, AWRL stands for All Things Amateur Radio Association, and they're very excited to announce that they received a grant from the AWRL Foundation to purchase and build a STEM, STEM trail more. This one trailer will also have the equipment to host box hunts for the youth. ATARA has reached out to local homeschool groups, scouts, and after-school programs, as well as the 14 planned community events calendar. Wrap it up, Atara members would like to express their gratitude to the NOT&IN Foundation for the award of this grant. We are confident this project, made possible by your generous award, will greatly benefit the youth communities and the hobby by providing a captivating experience to educate on and entice people to the wonderful hobby of amateur radio. So, boy, hats off to those guys. It's so cool to see people, these different amateur radio groups doing these outstanding things with this grant. Absolutely amazing. All right, this is WB8REI. This is the North Central Ohio Information Traffic. Now, what we're going to do is cover a couple quick practical topics, and we'll get ready to wrap it up. Let's ID again. This is WB8REI and North Central Ohio Information Traffic. A little update on the Arecibo telescope. I'm sure everybody remembers the Arecibo telescope in Puerto Rico. So a little information on that. Engineers have identified a number of key factors that led to the 2020 collapse of the Arecibo telescope, once the world's largest radio telescope. So a forensic examination by the New York-based firm Thornton Tomasetti identified issues that included design of the cable system with relatively low safety factors for gravity loads, as well as the force of naturally occurring events in the environment. Was included Hurricane Maria in 2017 and the January 2020 earthquake tremors in Puerto Rico, where the telescope was located. The report said that despite having a hurricane-resistant design, Arecibo's cable system had already led it to suffer stress under its own weight whenever storms hit. The engineers recommended higher safety factors for cable systems under such conditions. Now, although investigators said they found the telescope to be generally well maintained, they did note in their report that they found that moisture had intruded, paint had degraded, and individual wires had broken with the cable system. I really wanted, if you're into the Arecibo telescope and you know what kind of led to the downfall of it, you can get the report. Now, it says here it took just seconds for the 900-ton instrument platform at the Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico to come crashing down into the 305-meter-wide dish, destroying the iconic radio telescope. There's a Thornton Tomasetti team of forensic engineers worked to determine the cause of the failure, a constant, stable voltage, even though the load, whatever, in other words, whatever you got connected to it, a light bulb, your radio, whatever electronic device is connected to it, the voltage across that device stays the same, very close to the same. But what fluctuates is the current in the load. If the load changes, if the resistance changes out on the load side of the constant voltage source, what happens is the voltage stays constant, but the current in the resistor or the load begins to change. One of the ways a voltage source is depicted is it just shows you a circle with the letter V, like could be a battery or power supply. It has an internal resistance, and it's in series with the voltage power supply. And that is what quite often a constant voltage source is drawn up as. That's what it looks like. It has its own internal series resistance. And so the idea behind your battery or your power supply or again, your constant voltage source is to make sure that your load resistance is many, many times greater than the internal resistance of your constant voltage source, or for example, your battery. WD8REI for ID. So where does that come into play? Like, where do you see that at? Well, I'll give you an example. A lot of times, if you're checking your little 9-volt battery with your voltmeter, or if you're even checking your car battery with your voltmeter, most of you know that you really should check it, well, not really, you want to check it under load. If you take a battery and you just check its voltage without anything connected to it, you're going to read, whatever the voltage rating of that constant voltage source is. In the case of a 9-volt battery, it'd be 9 volts or 12 volts in the case of your 12-volt car battery. However, as the battery begins to deplete or get old or degrade, the internal resistance of the battery starts to become greater. So much greater that when you connect your load to the battery, if you put your voltmeter across that load, you'll see that the voltage is quite different, quite a bit lower maybe than 12 volts or the 9 volts that you were expecting. And that's because the load, whatever you connected to it, is drawing current from that constant voltage source through that little internal resistor. And that resistance has now become much larger, and so it's dropping a portion of the voltage on the internal resistance. So, again, a voltage source WD8REI identifying here. So the voltage source, again, might be your battery or your power supply, is quite often depicted as your voltage, your battery with an internal resistor that's in series with the load when you hook the load up to it. And the whole idea behind a constant voltage source is that if whatever load you connect up to it, within reason, by the way, there's always a range, the voltage should remain constant, and the current through the load would change if the load changes. So again, the constant voltage source provides a constant voltage, and it has an internal series resistance. All right, now let's contrast that with a constant current device. This is WD8REI for identification. Now we're going to talk about a constant current device. I always like to start out with, well, give you a practical example of a constant current device. And probably the most prominent one that we come across and that we're mainly used to is a lot of times battery chargers. The devices that charge batteries are actually constant current devices. Contrast that a little bit. Well, first of all, the constant voltage device and the constant current device, both of them, provide a voltage and a current. And they both have a positive and a negative lead. They're the WB8REI for ID. Just continuing on. So what is the constant current source for? Again, when you connect your load to it, whether it's a battery, maybe it's a laser diode, or the finals and the transistor finals and a power amp, what it does is it provides a constant fixed current, even though the load changes. The resistance of the load may change its value, but the current always remains constant. What changes is the voltage across the resistor. And so, again, one of the things you really always want to achieve in a constant current source is you want that internal resistance to be really high. You want it to be many, many times the load resistance. Of course, you don't have any control over it, but this is some kind of theoretical stuff. And so that's contrasted with the internal resistance of a voltage source. In that case, you want the internal resistance to be extremely low. You want it to be very, very low. Again, the constant current source, the internal resistance is in parallel with it, and you want it to be extremely high as opposed to the resistance of the load. And by doing that, the current will remain constant to the load, and the voltage will fluctuate. The complete opposite of a constant voltage source.
Much better.
WB8REI identifying. So just to wrap it up, to me a quick way to visualize that really is, you know how if you got a variable voltage power supply, it's got to adjust the voltage to 12 volts, you start turning that knob up so it comes up to 12, and boom, you leave it right there. Now as long as there's not a major problem, and the load, whatever you got connected to your power supply, stays within a certain range, the voltage will remain constant, and the current will fluctuate as the load changes. In other words, if you were to measure the voltage across the input to your 100-watt transmitter, HF transmitter, when you're receiving, you know, it would read 13.8 volts DC. Then when you go to transmit, it starts to draw lots of current, maybe 20 amps or so. And that voltage should stay pretty close. It might drop a little bit due to the resistance in your wiring and the internal resistance of the voltage source, but for the most part, the voltage will remain constant. In a current source, it's the complete opposite. Remember that, and picture in your mind now, in this case, maybe you got a device, like maybe a laser diode, you know, that's providing, you know, I don't know, a light source for a fiber optic transmitter or something. And current is really critical that you can damage it if you don't get the current right. So you want a constant current source. So just imagine, you know, they're made with transistors and resistors and other components, and it might have it could be fixed or it might have a variable adjustment on it. And so you got a current meter there, and you start to adjust that up so the current that diode needs to operate at, maybe it's 60 milliamps. So you start cranking that up till you see 60 milliamps of current flowing. Now, no matter how that laser diode changes in resistance, the current source is always going to provide within range 60 milliamps of current. And so that's what a constant current source is. Again, the best example for us would be a battery charger.
I want to turn that.
All right. I have some other things, but we'll save them for next week. Any questions, comments? Anything you guys want to add to that? It's so cool now. All right. Don't forget to check the contest calendar before you close, or before the weekend. I didn't see any real biggies coming up. There's always some nice QSO parties coming up, but it won't be long. I think the end of October we get into the CQ Worldwide DX contest, CW and phone, and then it won't be long going into November. There's the November sweepstakes, CW and phone, all kinds of fun stuff coming up. So check the contest calendars coming up, and a little information. Don't forget when you're in your radio room, especially during the winter time coming up here, you know, when it's crummy and cold outside. Tune your radio to WTBR time to catch the Ted Randall QSO radio show. It's an excellent program. A lot of times, Ted Randall hosts the program. He has different speakers get on, and they talk about all kinds of cool amateur radio stuff. Some really interesting speakers.
All right, who's another damn problem now?
And what's nice is Saturday after the Ted Randall show, beginning at about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch Rhea's Shack. I don't know if any of you ever follow Rhea, November 2, Romeo Juliet, but she does a really, really excellent job talking about all kinds of amateur-related topics. She does them on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. She's all over the place, but she's definitely on WTWW, and it is so much funner to listen.
He said funner.
General coverage speaker. Again, that'll be on Saturday evening, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 5.035 megahertz, AM. And if you're in the shack the rest of the evening, stay tuned because coming up in an hour at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the greatest hits of all time runs from 9 p.m. all the way to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Saturdays, it's Jeff Lawrence. He's the DJ, does an excellent job. Just really, really good music and amateur-related information. You can put a request in via their online request format. Just Google WTWW on the internet. You'll find their website there, and you'll find out how to do that. So great stuff, great listening when you're in the radio shack, and you want to listen on your HF radio or your general coverage receiver. Don't forget WTWW 5.05 megahertz AM Saturdays beginning at 6 p.m. local time, all the way to 1 a.m. It's all great amateur radio programs.
All radio, all night.
One man counting, Jeff. And they
Oh,
keep you on.
jeez. It's fine.
1 minute calling. Go to live, real live, NASA TV. And Jim said, well, they're getting ready to count it down, or they are getting ready to count it down. And that's the Crew 5 mission heading to the International Space Station on NASA Live TV. Check that out. Thanks, Jim. Anybody else got anything before we close? We're going to wrap it up. Anything?
Count eight legs are in the capsule.
We'll have to take a look at that. I'll have to check that out. 8 legs on the capsule. I haven't seen that. See what kind of contraption that is. It's got to link up with the International Space Station. That's probably quite a scene to see how that's done. All right. If no one else had anybody got any announcements they want to make, maybe you got something going on with your local amateur radio club or something of that nature, here's your chance. If you want to make an announcement, call it out.
Go for once.
Launch is underway. It's all right. It's 12:01 p.m. I got 12:01 p.m. now. Keep us posted, Jim. They're on their way. A new crew to the International Space Station. I got to look up and see who's got these guys up. Guys and or gals. They had a lot of gals up there, too. See, hopefully we've got some ham support again. Because they had a great crew of hams here this last time. Okay, if nothing else, we'll close the session in North Central Ohio Information Traffic Dot.
There she goes.
Thanks to Ron, KATX, for being my HF liaison station. Ron always does a great job appreciating being there. Thank you to Dan, KCTVU, for all the ISS, ION, and weather information. Thank you to Bob, WAHADT, for all the VE test sessions and hand test stuff. And of course, thanks to Pat for the use of this great repeater network. With that, we'll close the session on Central Ohio Information and Traffic Net. The show will close here at 12:03 p.m. local time. Everybody have a great week. Get on the radio. Listen to WTWW this Saturday. Have some fun. And check the International Space Station going on right now, live video on NASA TV. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, everybody. WD8REI on the net. We're now cleared. Head to launch 73s.
She's headed on the way.
Alright. Let's see if I can do this right. Nice. Bring this over here. Alright. Now, I guess that'll do. That's it then. I'm going to put this back up and do some more stuff with it. But that was the Ohio Northern Ohio Traffic and Information Net. So we were listening to that radio right there on that landliner behind it. I can't get any closer because the cord back there, right over behind the mic, and that radio right here on that speaker behind Dad's picture. Same speakers. They're both landliners. They're approximately about the same. Well, I think they're even the same year. So that's what we were listening to. And then here's me talking, and there's a lawnmower in the back. So that's it. Okay. Looks like we're done here. Let me see what this button does. Save, share, mute. No. Okay. How about that? Let's be done at 45, 20, 30. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? End.